What's going on, you lingerie liver lickers? Welcome to Grunt Speak Live, episode 153. I am Toxic Male, and this season ticket holder on the midnight meat train is Terrence Pop, or as we call him on the gay cruise, TP, because he likes to clean up the mess.
Oh, my God. It's a savage burn.
It's what I do, man. It's what I'm here for.
That's actually a pretty good burn, man. Pretty good burn.
So what you been up to the past couple of days?
Well, let's see. I drew up some plans for the new studio.
Nice.
Let's see. I went to the gym once. Been writing my, trying to finish that third book. So I'm really close.
Video. You did a video for supporters last night.
Yeah, I did that. And
for you ghost story lovers, we got a new Paranormal Pop Lair video for all the supporters on Locals, a Subscribestar, and ManoPay. Patreon nuked the account for hate speech, which is leftist speak for we told the truth.
Yeah.
They didn't like it.
Yeah, and, this whole hate speech thing, it's so subjective.
Yep.
Because it revolves around somebody else's feelings getting hurt. Listen, I don't give a shit about your feelings. All right? I could care fucking less. And if you're such a pathetic, weak bastard that the words I'm speaking make you upset, get the fuck out of here. Go lock yourself in a closet for the rest of your life.
Dude law.
Damn right.
It's a bunch of shit.
It's just, it seems to be getting worse and worse all the time. But one nice thing that came out of the last few days, and I didn't know this at the time, there's a new deep fake out there of you.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. You ready for this? It's not bad. It's not bad, I promise.
All right.
Pop, Terrence Pop here. Pour yourself the menagerie.
Why does my face fit on all these dudes' heads?
I don't know. Some funky audio in here.
It's all right.
Come back alive.
Bing! Ding, ding, ding. Ian Flatulence. Double OG.
Double O Grunt. God damn.
I dig it.
I miss my hair when it used to look like that.
With a nice full coif up on top.
With the widow's peak. That's just gone now.
It's all gone now, man.
The fuse is burning back. And
yeah.
soon I will be no more.
Well, that's what happens. The fuse burns back, and eventually it reaches the source, and it detonates, and you kick your air addiction.
That's right.
Kind of like Victoria's Secret. Segue.
Now, here we go.
You guys who watch The Quartering religiously, you probably already heard about this. It's still funny.
Story time.
All right.
All right. So I am about 6 months after my divorce had cleared. It was like 2008. I flew out to see my buddy. He's like a brother to me, an old Green Beret buddy in California. Now, little did I know that he had been running interference for me and setting up a shagnanigans with a former Victoria's Secret model. Yeah, it's a pretty good time. Not bad, not bad. Now, I will say this, though. It was not, like, the hype was way better than the actual event. But I still did
it! Yeah! Before people like Megan Rapinoe.
Oh, my God.
Were
Rapinoe?
the face of Victoria's Secret. At that point, the secret's out.
Well, hang on. She is the spokesman, or she used to be the spokesman for Subway.
Oh, yeah, she did that too. Yeah, she's the women's soccer player
and what
who
has
insists that they need to be making more than men, despite the fact they can't even beat 15-year-old boys.
And they can't fill the stadium.
Yeah.
And what's happened to Subway since then? I mean, her claim to fame was 2020, right?
I want to say,
Was it 2020?
and then they lost their legal case against the league spectacularly, because when they actually had to do the math, something that the left is notorious for ignoring, because it's white supreme pizza now to do math.
It's racist, yeah.
Yeah, it turns out that they were actually making more per capita when you compare all of the variables in place than men. It's just like the WNBA. The WNBA is basically subsidized by the NBA because they don't put asses in seats.
Well, heavily. I mean, there are some games out there where they're lucky to get 2,000 people.
Yeah. And these are the people that you want promoting, like, the premier brand of lingerie. Not so much.
Well, like in one of those big stadiums, just to turn on all of the fucking lights and heating or air conditioning for that big, it's like almost 2 G's right there.
Yeah.
So they're actually playing the game for a loss, but they want to get paid the same as men. Get the fuck out of here. Obviously, these people think, this is going to be a socialistic answer and it'll be all good in the end, even though they don't fucking know how the real world works.
Well, I mean, all you have to do is look at the real world and you will see that socialism in every incarnation has failed in every culture where it's been tried.
Yeah, not only did it fail, it shit the bed and wiped its ass on the sheets on the way out.
Yeah, the WNBA can't put asses in seats, but socialism can absolutely put bodies in graves.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
So they decided that Megan Rapinoe and a Transformers model were the answer over at Victoria's Secret. And now they're cutting 160 management roles in this reorganization of their company. And that's 5% of its home office staff.
Wow.
And you go down here, the company's stock has declined 32% since its peak immediately after the reorganization last year. Anytime there's word that, hey, we're gonna fix things up, we're gonna make things better than ever, there's always an immediate bump.
Yep.
And then the reality sets in.
But the thing is typically, because I did finance for a long time, I was an investment banker, but if a company has to reorganize and it's not an actual Chapter 13 or Chapter 11, they will soon be filing bankruptcy. So I'm betting that this is a Hail Mary pass from Victoria's Secret to try to save their asses.
Oh, they're done.
And it's not going to work.
When you get woke, you go broke.
That's right.
I mean, 32% isn't even the biggest dip that we've seen in companies like this.
No.
Netflix is hemorrhaging subscriptions.
And
Disney's $40 billion in debt. PayPal has lost over half of their value in less than a year.
Well, so is Walt Disney.
Yeah, well, as I said, Disney's $40 billion in debt.
Well, their stock value
is going down. Anything going woke is going broke. The backlash is obvious, and yet they still think that their friends in New York, L.A., and San Francisco are the pulse of the nation.
Yeah, and they're gonna flip the bill for everything.
Yeah, because everywhere you go, there's needles and human feces on the street, right?
Yeah. Or there's a human poop app.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite.
You can avoid, the human feces on the ground.
Yeah. I mean, unless you're into that. And then you use it as a snack finder.
Well, I mean, that's how you get like cholera and all kinds of fucked up disease.
Black plague.
Yeah, plague, cholera.
Or BIPOC plague, if you prefer.
I mean, TB's floating around out there. All kinds of...
bad news bears.
all kinds of downstairs mix-up sicknesses.
Well, this is what happens when you try to push this as normal. I mean, of course, this is beautiful. I've never seen a more appealing ad in my life to sell women's products.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't get on board with this, you're an Igot Bay.
Yeah. We're
not to be confused with Michael Bay.
We're a phobist igot. That's the new word.
An istophobe.
An istophobe or phobist igot. I like phobist igot.
I mean, I remember when the Victoria's Secret catalog arrived in the mail
when
I was a kid. It was like free porn.
It was that and the Sears catalog.
Every time Letitia Costa was on the cover, I was like, she's wearing a white bikini. All right. Yeah. Which bathroom has the lock on it again? Okay.
Hey, that's the way it goes when you're young, man.
It is. When you're that young, a stiff breeze, no pun intended. It's really all you need. And you're at full attention.
Like my last 3 years in high school, I spent pretty much 70% of the day covering my crotch because,
Oh, yeah, you got to put the books down there.
the hydraulics was going.
Just got to,
Hang on, I got to see if my phone was turned off. It made a noise.
It's all good. We can jump on to the next story here because this one is a biggie because, anytime a story like this comes out, the left salivates because they think, oh, we're going to weaponize this against the right. It's going to work out fantastic, even if it's completely uncorroborated. Well, now it turns out that after several days, the 10-year-old who had to cross state lines from Ohio into Indiana, that had to get an abortion, national news, only one corroborating source. Ohio AG said he didn't know anything about it. But now there's been an arrest, or should I say, but now there's been an arrest. And it's an illegal immigrant.
No!
Oh, wait, it was real. Yeah, illegal immigrant. I love these memes that they put on this site.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Yeah.
I thought it was weird, but
Now, this has not been, just like the original story itself, it is not fully corroborated. There's one news story that is running with this, launching the story about this Gershon Fuentes, 27, but there's enough details here that makes me think it's legit.
okay.
So, last known address, apartment in Columbus's northwest side, arrested Tuesday after police said that he confessed to child rapé on at least 2 occasions. He's been charged with rapé, felony in the first degree in Ohio. Columbus police were made aware of the girl's pregnancy through a referral by Franklin County Children's Services made by her mother June 22nd. The abortion doctor who allegedly carried this out did not report it, which is...
That's a crime.
That's a crime. So, yeah, they went to the media instead, which is why there was no corroboration about any of this until now.
Yeah, if you're a doctor with a medical license and you're doing stuff off the books, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Because you're technically not. I don't know how your medical malpractice will cover you if you're doing stuff off the books. I don't think it will.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Bethany Bruner is the one who broke the story, and she said, I was the only reporter in the courtroom this morning as the man accused of rapé and impregnating her leading to an abortion in Indiana was arraigned. This confirms that the case exists. Now, it's no shock that she would be the only reporter there in the courtroom. 1, it's Ohio. 2, the lamestream media is not going to touch this.
No.
They're going to run with the original story, and they're going to pretend this never happened.
Well, to be honest, that's par for the course now. It's propaganda. Mm-hmm. They have a narrative they have to push, and they don't circle back to tell you the truth.
No. And if they do publish a retraction, it's like on page 38 below the want ads.
Yeah, and you know what?
Yeah, wanted stripper, no C-section scars.
We need to get this out nationally. It's just called "Don't Settle," and I don't mean settling for a nice set of tits or anything. I'm talking about if you are defamed, publicly in a newspaper, TV ad, whatever, and you go to sue them, and they're like, "Well, we'll just settle." You're like, "No, we're taking this to the fucking wire."
Yep.
All right, I'm not settling. We're going to fucking court.
Boom.
Can you imagine what would happen to a lot of these companies when they're dealing with 100,000 lawsuits like this, where people will not settle?
Yeah.
They will run out of money in less than a year, because
good luck with that.
Lawyers are fucking expensive.
Yes, they are.
I'm going to be honest. Like 95% of the lawyers out there, I would not miss a minute of sleep if somebody was to put them in a bundle and tie them to boat anchors and they were to become shark food.
Go fish.
So,
allegedly.
Listen,
allegedly.
Like I have the horsepower to round up all the lawyers in America and tie them to a boat anchor.
Nah.
I don't. I'm being facetious.
No. Very, very facetious.
Yeah.
Allegedly, of course.
But when people are making jokes like this, like what do you call 1,000 lawyers put together with baling wire and thrown in the New York Harbor?
A good start.
That's right. That you know you're in the wrong fucking profession.
A little
Because if what's coming down the pipe comes and it gets really bad, guess what? People are going to be hunting down attorneys.
Yeah.
Just like, I mean, it's not going to go well for you.
And they'll probably start with family court attorneys.
Yeah.
Or, these blue state attorneys who refuse to prosecute actual violent crime.
Those are prosecutors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Attorneys, prosecutors, whatever. The lawyers.
Well,
Lawyers in general.
I was looking at the political situation that's in Sri Lanka right now.
Mm-hmm.
We are very close to that.
It's heading that way.
Yep.
It's going to be interesting. But I'll say this reminds me of a couple of quite a few self-owns recently in regards to this same sort of deal. Now, there was a meme that was released. It's going around. It's a little cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
But the logic, of course, falls apart as soon as you just look at the meme, because the left can't meme. There's a priority seat here for a gun next to a dude who, of course, is man-spreading, right? We're supposed to think, oh, evil white man. Oh, they care more about guns than they do about women. Weh. Must be nice, she says, holding onto the oh shit handle. Never mind the fact that there is an empty seat here, an empty seat here, and an empty seat here. It just goes to show you that women will focus on what they want to focus on, not the fact that there are still open seats.
No, I was watching a video about a year and a half ago, where this woman on the New York subway was actually squirting men in the crotch with, I assume it was water. But at today's day and age, it could have been acid or something.
Well, considering our story coming up later on, it could be anything.
I'm just telling you.
Just saying that
We're coming to a point in history where women are going to continue to do that shit.
Yep.
And they're going to get their cash register drawer smashed open.
Yeah, because they're stunning and brave. They're protesting peacefully, and they can't even do that right. Did you hear the story? Tour de France was recently. The bicycle race that goes through there.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
Now, these climate protesters decided they were going to set off smoke bombs and super glue their hands to the road. Because, when you want to protest carbon emissions, the best way to do that is to protest a place that literally has no carbon emissions because they're all on fucking bicycles. That's fail number one. Fail number two is using quick dry cement to cement your fucking hand to the road, and they have to come out with close-up cameras and a chisel to get your hand out of there because you're a fucking idiot.
Wait. Let me look at this picture. Yeah, you know what? That pinky on that hand would go away as a lesson.
Oh, yeah.
I'd be like, I'm sorry. Maybe next time you were such a stupid asshole.
Maybe.
No,
am I holding out hope? Not so much.
No, but we're coming to that point.
Yeah.
We're coming to that point.
Mm-hmm.
Now listen.
That's what it is.
I'm a supporter of having a healthy climate,
yes.
But I do not believe that we're responsible for the rising temperatures.
No,
because the temperatures on Mars have risen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so something's going on above and beyond the CO2 thing.
Yeah,
and if you look at the historical record, there's been times where the CO2 level was even greater.
Of course.
All right. Now, with that being said, we are some horrific fucking walking hairless pigs. We have everything's disposable. Everything has to be convenient. Nobody's thinking about what's going to happen down the road. We already have an island of trash floating in one of the oceans that they need to take care of. There are some of the third world nations where rivers won't flow anymore because they're so full of fucking trash.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, we need to come up with a way to unfuck that.
Yeah. And trust me, the Green New Deal isn't going to do it. All it's going to do is take all of the jobs and all of the pollution where you have, human rights activism and civil rights, and you have environmental regulations in this country. We're going to take all of that stuff and we're going to move it over to countries where they don't have any of that shit. So there's more pollution, more human rights violations, and more children indoctrinated into slavery. So good luck with that.
Now listen, I am for America. All right, as regards to bad human conditions or slave, whatever happens in another country, I don't fucking care. I don't care. Period.
Yeah.
I care about America. Everything else can go fuck off.
Amen.
All right.
But what is one thing that we can guarantee, like even with all these fails, like the left has managed to take abortion and turn it into a losing issue. That's why Biden is pivoting to gun control, which is also a losing issue. But we can still be guaranteed to hear that all of these unwanted pregnancies are our fault, right?
Yeah. Here we go.
Woman who poked holes in partner's condom is jailed.
How much time should you get?
Let's see, 39-year-old convicted of assault for her 42-year-old friend with benefits. The two had been in a casual relationship since early last year, but the court was told the woman began to develop fifis. However, the feelings were not mutual, but the man said to be happy with the way things were, so she sabotaged their protection, and it didn't lead to a pregnancy, but she did send the man a message on WhatsApp in which she claimed she was and where she admitted to poking holes in the condoms. In response to her admission, the man decided to press criminal charges against her, and she later admitted to attempting to manipulate her partner. The woman's been facing multiple charges of rapé, but these changed to a lesser charge of assault, jailing the woman for 6 months.
Now, if a man had done that,
She'll get off for good behavior.
it's called stealthing. I think
Yep.
you get like
Stealthing.
2 to 5 years for that, for taking the condom off without informing your other half.
Yeah, a new law was introduced by California State Assembly's Christina Garcia in October last year. This law is the first of its kind in the nation, but I urge other states to follow in California's direction and make it clear that stealthing is not just immoral, but illegal. Yeah.
But the thing is she got a slap on the wrist. 6 months. It's
Yep.
nothing. Why did they lower it to something other than sexual assault? They keep it at sexual assault for the dudes.
Yeah, if it was a dude, he would have gotten the full rapé.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
And he would have he'd be in the big boy prison as a chomo because they don't really make a lot of distinguishing between the two. You have anything on your paperwork sexually whatever, chances are you're going to get your skull banged in.
Yeah. It's hilarious that this same law was passed in a state where you now no longer have to inform your partner that you're HIV positive.
Yeah, like, what the fuck?
Are you kidding me?
That's fucking murder.
Well, it's because they assume that in most cases, men are going to be the ones under the gun for this shit.
Yeah. And you just wait until they, one day before I quit sucking air, I hope to God they pass the law where every child born has an automatic DNA test.
Yep.
And you will see firsthand just how underhanded a large majority of women really are.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man. But, men are the problem, right?
Correct.
Just the memes spell it out for themselves. There you go. There's a nice guy in my DMs that's a little too nice, and he seems boring. I found an exciting guy who's great at sex and makes me feel dangerous. We didn't use contraceptives, and now I'm pregnant with the baby of a guy who won't return my calls or texts. All men should have mandatory vasectomies. Yeah, we're totally the problem. Totally the problem.
And if you've been watching that, there's the vasectomies are up 900%.
Yep.
And I hope the people that are getting those are all like the male feminists.
Oh, so do I.
Just take them out of the breeding pool. The hell with them. See you later. Bye-bye.
Yep. I'm totally cool with leftoids not reproducing.
Yeah.
So if that's your way of showing solidarity and owning the conservatives, you go right ahead.
Keep doing it. It's fine.
Yeah, because it gets better. My first baby was a one-night stand. Like, I met him 40 minutes beforehand. And then, responding back, another chick says, dude, kind of the same. We texted for like 5 days, then I get pregnant the first time we met. And then the first chick, OG, says, man, I was on that stand-up ride at a fair, and I saw this cute boy, and my friend told me to ask him if he wanted a BJ, and I did, and he said yes, and then he was like, would you rather have sex? And I was like, sure, I laugh about it, but WTF.
What? At the carnival?
At the carnival. Perfect strangers, yes, because, you know, nothing says you value yourself. Nothing says that you hold sex on the pedestal that it should be reserved for, like getting pregnant by a dude that you met 40 minutes
on the tilt-a-whirl
before he dumped his goo and ran like a Jew from the tax man.
Got knocked up on the tilt-a-whirl. Get the fuck out of here. Jesus Christ.
But it's okay, though, because now they're on a sex strike. So there you go. That's basically what they all look like.
Yep. That's about right. That's a 700-poundy right there.
Yeah, but they're going to pwn. They're going to pwn the conservatives, Pop. I mean, check this out right here. This nugget of wisdom.
All right.
From a feminist who's so terribly pissed off about her fundamental rights being taken away. Me and some of my girlfriends did a retreat this weekend to help us cope with the monumental setback in fundamental rights. It was never in the Constitution, therefore not a fundamental right. You never have the fundamental right to end the life of another human being unless your life is being threatened.
Yeah, that's right. Or at war.
Yeah. By the end of it, we had moved from sad and afraid to angry. We all agreed to a pact. No having sex with any men until he had proven himself a capable provider, and until that man assigned a contract written on paper agreeing to stay with us and support us if we get pregnant. We started drafting an actual contract, and we're planning on sending it to a lawyer to make sure it's legit. At this point, I'm completely done with men who want to hook up and leave. It's high time for American men to step up.
What?
That's how things used to be.
Yeah. It's called marriage?
Yeah. What you're describing is called marriage. It already exists. You decided that was oppression and patriarchy, and you created hookup culture in response to it.
Well, they destroyed marriage with the no-fault divorce. All right?
Yep.
And it is literally sinking this country.
Yep.
My opinion.
Oh, it's an absolute shit show and a half, man. Like, this is horrendous.
It's horrendous.
It's absolutely fucking horrendous. But I love how it's like, oh, we're gonna pwn those conservatives by embracing traditional values that we've been shitting on for the past 3 generations. That'll show them.
I hope to God they come up with that contract because I want to get my hands on it.
It's hilarious.
Because if they do that, it's going to be a whole comedy video on that.
Oh, I mean, when you just look at the state of this country in general, it's a comedy video.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is.
It's bizarre world, to be honest.
But every once in a while, you get a woman whose head is actually not firmly implanted into her 4th point of contact. Or at the very least, they're capable of retrospection, and they can occasionally be logical. Let's check it out.
All right.
Having a lot of casual sex in my late teens and early 20s was not sexual liberation. It was not feminism. It was intense hypersexuality in disguise. It was my unhealed trauma tricking me into thinking I was taking back my power. It did not protect me, and it caused more trauma.
And she's what, 40 now?
Well, if the look on her face is anything, Death to Pork is her name. I don't know, maybe she's Jewish, but either way, she kind of looks like a Raggedy Ann that got run over by a bus. So who knows?
somewhere in her late 30s, early 40s.
That's quite possible.
Yeah, you know what? I have actually talked to a lot of women when I was doing, the interviews, and they would get really uncomfortable when I would bring up the fact that, have you noticed now that you're 34 that your phone really doesn't ring as much as it did when you're 20s? I go, it's only going to get worse.
Yeah, it's going to get a lot worse.
40 to 80 is a long fucking time.
I know a ton of women getting divorced in their 30s. And they think that it's just going to go back to being exactly what it was when they were in their 20s before they got married.
It's not happening.
And it is a rude awakening of monumental proportions. And some of them wake up and, they're capable of 20/20 hindsight. Others, well, you've all met them.
Yeah. And I've actually read a few articles, and a couple of them, they had one woman who's like, yeah, I'm 38. I'm finally divorcing him. We've been married for 8 years. I'm sick of it. I just can't wait for the next chapter in my life. And
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
the response is like, oh, yeah, I've been waiting for that chapter for 25 years. I'm now 55. Good luck with that. Wow.
Hey, you know,
I was like, holy shit.
the facts are what they are, and no amount of blame, shame, or telling men that we're just, istophobes, it's not going to change it. You're going to wind up all going to the same place.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square. Stop!
You know what? Can you set it up in the future when we do that? There's a little window that shows both of us doing that.
Yeah, I can do that.
So everyone out there in TV land can dance with us and drink.
Yeah, y'all can just dance it up and have a good old time. Pour yourself. I poured myself like 3 fingers of this whiskey. It's not bad. I still had a bunch of that Bird Dog chocolate and peanut butter flavors and mix them together, so it's like a whiskey peanut butter cup.
You know my rule about the 4 fingers, right?
The reserved only for your ex.
Well, hang on. A lot of dudes get married, and then they realize they made a horrible mistake. And then they are too financially locked in. They just got to ride it to the fucking final grave. And they start off having to deal at the end of the night with 1 finger in their. And then they go down. And this is before the wife had kids. 1 finger is all it takes to shift everything to overdrive. First kid, 2 fingers. And then there's a baby in the house. Now you need 2 fingers to sleep. And soon after the next kid, it's 3 fingers. And before you know it, it's 4 fingers. And you know what happens after 4 fingers? Get a new woman.
I figured that would fit right there.
It's fun, sure. And guess what? I'm going to tell everyone out there, I am putting together a video for the young men out there to assist them in talking down their buddies from getting married. I don't know if I'm going to call it Sell Me Marriage or
Sell Me Marriage,
or call it Marriage Talk Down or something like that. But like, there has to be somebody there that just gives you the military briefing.
Yeah.
This is what's going on. You're going to fuck your life.
knife hand.
Yeah. I think it would be pretty good. Throw some jokes in there. It'd be awesome.
This woman needs a knife hand. AOC is lying again. Well, she accidentally told the truth the other day by admitting that police on January 6th actually let people into the building. I think she did that on accident.
She said it was an inside job.
Things happen. But now she wants to deck a comedian, Alex Stein, for harassing her, but it looks like she was just taking a selfie with him because there she is.
Yeah. And you know what? I listened to what he was saying to her, and
I mean, was it crass? Yeah, but that's the kind of comedian he is.
Yeah, I got you. Now, would I do the same thing? Not to that level.
Well, I mean, he was focusing on her only 2 redeeming assets. She's got boobs and she's got booty.
I thought you were going to say teeth. I'm like, you better check yourself.
No. That's when you give her a salt lick and a feed bag.
That's how you get like the scrape marks on your Peg D.
But, because she's another one of these leftoids who, all white men are the devil, except for the one that you go home and let blow your back out every night. That one's okay.
Yeah.
And, the smorgasbord of cock that, ran through you, in the front door and out the back door of your room from 20 until you decided to run for office.
AOC stands for all out cunt.
All out cunt. Or all over the cock.
Yeah.
This guy followed me up the Capitol saying, look at your juicy ass, you blank Latina, and bunch of other disgusting garbage, which he didn't say any of that stuff.
I don't care if you did.
Yeah. I mean, if you haven't seen the video, we'll just watch it right now.
Play it right now.
See, my favorite big booty Latina. I love you, AOC. You're my favorite. She wants to kill babies, but she's still beautiful. You look very beautiful in that dress. You look very sexy. Look at that booty on AOC. That's my favorite big booty Latina.
Want to do a little selfie?
See,
I love
selfie.
It. My favorite AOC. Nice to meet you, AOC.
Oh, yeah, she was totally going to deck him, right?
Well, yeah.
Well, it's because she wasn't paying attention.
Well, listen. Okay. All right. here's another thing that causes this whole hate speech thing. Is he's talking, saying some crass ass shit to her like he's a construction worker or something. Her feelings were obviously hurt because she later on bitched about it. Because mainly she's a bitch, but you know, it's just sign of the times. They get mad, they're upset, and it becomes like a crime. Words are violence. The two are not the same.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's hilarious given her stance on protesting government officials. You know, she's all for harassing Brett Kavanaugh and his family out of the cafe.
Correct.
Or you know, the Maxine Waters school of make their lives miserable, you know.
Yeah, and what they don't understand is when the right starts doing the same shit,
all of a sudden it's bad and it's evil.
It's going to be way worse because
yeah.
there's way more of us than them.
Yeah, right now it's funny when he does something like this. When enough people get pissed off because gas is $6 a gallon in every state, and the I did that stickers just aren't funny enough anymore.
Nope.
Then you're going to start to see some real trolling.
Did you see them storm the Capitol in, was it Sri Lanka?
Oh, yeah. That was a group of people all out of fucks.
Can you imagine that many people armed storming your Capitol? You are fucked.
Why do you think they're so terrified of the Second Amendment?
I know. That's why that's the real reason they want to get rid of it.
Yeah. It has nothing to do with handguns bad, because every single one of these evil cocksuckers trying to tell you that you don't need an AR-15, you don't need a handgun to protect your home. They're surrounded by armed security paid for with your tax dollars.
That's right. And guess
Fuck them
what?
all to hell.
We just watched cities burn down. No, the police didn't do shit. It's already been upheld in the Supreme Court. The police have absolutely no responsibility to protect you. So if you want to protect yourself, well, then that's what you need.
Yeah.
But they want to take that away.
Mm-hmm. Yep. They think January 6th was scary, and they had to hide under their desks and cry because they were worried about the evil MAGA.
Well, listen,
you just wait.
Yeah, you're right. You just wait. I'm going to report on it, but I'm getting the fuck out of the way.
Yeah. When it's real, there will be no room for interpretation.
Mm-hmm.
Allegedly.
You'll fucking know it. Yeah, I won't
Don't kick me off YouTube.
I won't be anywhere near any of that shit. I'll just be doing a report.
Well, just like you weren't near any of that shit because your ESP was going up. You know what? I could go over there, but I would much rather go back to my hotel, drink some gin, and go to sleep.
That's pretty much
Sounds
what I
like
did.
a good idea.
Because, you know, good pop, bad pop, and evil pop are like, yeah, you know, you know what? The whole group is going that way, but I think we should get back on the subway and go get a submarine.
And I love you.
Go eat dinner, drink some gin.
What is it with gin being your like travel drink of choice?
I don't know.
Every time you and I have ever traveled somewhere, whenever we leave the liquor store, it's always you with a big old bottle of gin and like a 4-pack of sugar-free Red Bull. But by the way, gay. Just saying.
You're such a cock-off.
Oh, I gotta watch my calories.
Well, one of the main
coffee cake.
Yeah, one of the main reasons for the gin is it has more pain relieving properties than the other alcohols.
Ah, okay.
And
when you're traveling, you
when I'm
cramp in a long
traveling, I
space.
always my knees, my elbows, my fucking back. Yeah,
that makes sense.
Kill two birds with one stone.
I don't think your doctor would appreciate such an explanation. But
no, he'd be happy now because I've severely cut down on my drinking a lot.
You how many shots before you go to bed at night? 3, maybe 7. You're good to die.
I walked him through the whole thing, and he was like, his face didn't have any kind of hints on what he's going to say. He's just like, takes out the clipboard. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. As soon as I'm done, he's like, Terrence, you're going to die.
You are going to die. It is what it is.
No, but my thing is, you know, when you drink a lot, your body doesn't absorb a lot of stuff, and it causes more problems. So,
true story.
Trying to cut back on that.
Well, yeah, I've cut back very much as well. But Why don't we do a quick roll call here before
Okay.
we dive into the big story of the day? And ladies and germs, if you haven't been joining us on New Tech, you're definitely going to want to tonight because it is the biggest assembly of fucked up but funny clips that we have had yet on this show.
It's going to be historic.
And he hasn't seen a single one of them because it's funnier that way.
Yeah.
I mean, would it have been as funny if you had watched the clip of the dude who shat into his girlfriend's mouth beforehand?
It was horrible seeing it the first time. I only want to see that once. I almost
You
threw
would have
up.
been like, I'm not watching it again, bro. You got to take that off the list. I'm not going to do it. No, stop! I know how you
I'm
get.
weak. What can you do? What's the roll call?
We got only 16 watching us on Twitch. I wonder if there's an issue with the platform tonight. Usually that's pretty short considering our usual roll call over there. 55 watching on D Live. Odyssey's rocking 63. Come on, man. You need 6 more to have a really good number. 626 on Rumble. Fantastic. MGTOW is rocking 40. And YouTube, 913. Outstanding.
Wow.
And you people on the new tech platforms, let me know if the new configuration's working for you. I know that Rumble especially was having a lot of buffering issues, so we actually reduced the output resolution to 720p, hoping that that would assist with a lot of that buffering. So if it's working better for you guys, let me know.
Yeah, let us know, goddammit.
All right, I just want to make sure that I don't screw this up here. MX Stilgar, which is Jerry Conway from Boston, says, Shalom, gentlemen. Notice how the lefties want to hold gun manufacturers legally liable for litigation, yet big pharma jab producers are completely exempt.
What about auto industry?
Yep.
You know how many people get whacked driving automobiles around?
And Wayward Scholar says, good evening, gents. Don't suppose I could get some prayers and well wishes as my health decline. I now have fluid on my lung. Oh, shit. And going in for a test and meds tomorrow.
Oh, God. I hope you're okay, bro.
Toss out some prayers and well wishes for Wayward Scholar, ladies and germs. Just like to hit those Rumble rants because you know how much I love fighting the Rumble chat.
I wonder if he has a pneumonia or something.
If he's got fluid in his lung, could very well be.
It could be a heart problem, too. Or
Yes.
and a liver.
Could be any of the above. So, yeah, keep us posted, Wayward Scholar. Let us know what those test results are. Damn. Speaking of fluid, oh, God.
Here we go.
That's a horrible segue, but
Oh, God.
it fits.
All right, now
Oh.
we've done a snippet on the Gwyneth Paltrow vaginal candle.
Oh, yeah, the pussy candle, yeah.
Apparently, one is hype. I haven't read anything on this. This is just rumor that one of them exploded, and now she's getting sued.
Let me see. Gwyneth Paltrow candle
Lawsuit.
exploded.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, look at this.
Is she getting sued?
Let's see. Gwyneth Paltrow's This Smells Like My Vagina goop candle exploded in a UK woman's living room. I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah. Because, guess what? That scent is all chemicals. I can guarantee you they are not milking Gwyneth for any vaginal fluid to put in these candles.
Unlike the chick who actually tried to sell craft beer made from her vaginal yeast.
Oh, God. That is horrible.
Ugh.
That is not.
Apparently, this was so bad. This happened to Jodie Thompson, who won it in an online quiz. The candle exploded and emitted huge flames with bits flying everywhere. I've never seen anything like it. The whole thing was ablaze, and it was too hot to touch. There was an inferno in the room. Eventually, she was able to get it under control when she threw it out the front door. It could have burned the place down, she said. It was scary at the time, but funny looking back that Gwyneth's vagina candle exploded in my living room. Maybe they passed on a little
And
bit more
guess
than the
what?
smell.
It's probably not the only time that's happened.
Well, and considering how many men Gwyneth Paltrow has bedded down with, they might have recreated more than the smell.
Yeah, from what I've read in some of the TMZ articles about her sexual habits, it's very disturbing.
Well, you know that underground prostitution, human trafficking cult, NXIVM or whatever it's called?
I don't know what it's called.
The chick from Smallville, Allison Mack,
Yeah.
was arrested and actually convicted for human trafficking for that cult. And Gwyneth Paltrow was one of their key prostitutes, allegedly. Of course, I'm just rumor control,
Just
of course.
rumor control.
Could you imagine the petri dish of disease that is swimming in those Iron Man mommy panties.
I know. It's
There's your Avengers Endgame right there.
Yeah.
Gwyneth Paltrow's
that's
underwear.
one hell of an HPV. That's high penis vagina.
Heavily penised vagina. But, we already did that one. There you go. It's still not as gross as this.
What?
TikTok trend, vabbing.
Oh!
Sees women using vaginal fluid as a perfume to attract lovers. And every single one of the women who are jumping on board this fad train look like this. There's the crazy eyes, gentlemen. Memorize them, learn them well, and avoid them whenever possible.
Oh my God.
Seriously, look at this. They're all like 4s. Of course, to you, everyone's a 4.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
She's
She's a little bottom heavy.
That one is heavy.
Yeah.
That one's homely.
Yep.
That I don't even know what that one is.
Oh God, you want to let's just watch the video. Yeah, they're literally using their fluids and then dabbing it with like on their wrists and their neck and here we go.
So the update is we didn't go out. And I'm pretty sure he saw my video, so...
Well, that would probably be why he didn't want to go out with you.
Yeah.
So how to vab. Apparently there's instructions for this. Women have to insert a finger or two, then dab the fingers on their pulse points, neck and wrists. The dab works as some sort of a pheromone that supposedly attracts people to your natural scent. Now, I'm going to say from experience, that would depend greatly on what your natural scent smells like.
Correct.
Because I have been with women who, like, they crack the seal on their jeans, like they pop the button and they could strip the varnish off a Foot Locker.
Yeah, that's leave the room kind of thing. But also, like, the pheromones they're talking about, that's the effect that they want. A lot of that revolves around blood types.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, I mean, what works for some other dude might completely repulse the dudes that you want.
Correct. Or the people that you are attracted to, because genetically it would be a good match. They don't like them because of all of the criteria.
Mm-hmm.
I gotcha.
I've been with women who were rank. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
And then, like
the
we'll do like the friends with benefits thing. And then I find out later on, you stay in touch, whatever, like you move on, which is possible if you were actually friends before you tried to do the friends with benefits thing. Just FYI. If you try to do friends with benefits while you're just getting to know each other, she just wants you, bro. Just saying. But she's like, oh, yeah, he loves going down on me. And I'm like, really?
Oh.
Really?
Oh God! Why didn't anybody tell me?
Because as soon as she mentioned that, I'm like, I couldn't imagine.
That's like hell on earth, man.
It is. But hey, maybe, it's like you said, it's a blood type thing. Maybe it smelled vile to me, and for some godforsaken reason, it smelled like roses to that dude.
Or how about she leans in to give you a kiss, but you can smell the gingivitis rotting her teeth away.
Oh, yeah. I had a date like that once.
Yeah. You're like, oh.
It was a first date, and we decided to meet for breakfast because she worked nights. And then she smiled at me, and I was like, oh, okay. Because it looked like somebody had put out multiple cigars on her gum line.
Yep.
You always wonder why chicks smile like this in their pictures.
Yeah.
Beware.
Because if the hole upstairs stinks, both holes below are rank. You don't want to go anywhere near that stank.
Ugh. Chicks who smoke too, it seems to like transition to some kind of nastiness downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't get it. And trust me, that's not the kind of a scent that you want on your neck.
No.
Ladies.
No. And they get the oversmoker point deductions.
Yep. Oh, man. Writer and fashion influencer Mandy Lee has received more than 1 million views on her vabbing video where she shares how she follows the hack. This must be Mandy here. She dished out the dating advice after seeing too many adverts for pheromone perfume and has encouraged women to make their own. Pheromones are like a secreted chemical hormone, and every person's pheromones smell different to different people. You are correct, actually.
My blood type.
In the wild, animals like to secrete their pheromones to attract mates, and I swear, if you vab, you will attract people like a date or a one-night stand, and you'll just get free drinks all night.
No, you won't.
No. Especially not this chick.
No.
I mean, her face is okay.
She's like...
I'd give her face like a 6.
She's $3 man.
Yeah, but, like down here, I mean, you average that out, she's a 4.5.
Yeah, it's not good.
I don't know what it is with those Mexican roomie chicks. Some of them have really nice petite faces, and that's why they all take pictures with just cleavage in the face.
Mm-hmm. That's called, we call that the iceberg picture.
Iceberg pictures. Yeah, if they're focusing just on the face and the titties.
That's just the tip of the iceberg out of the water. And what's below the water line? It's going to sink your life.
Yep.
Faster than the Bermuda Triangle.
Don't
wait a
fall
minute.
for it.
They're both involved there.
Ugh. It's more effective, and you're going to have to hear me out. Get up there and give them fingers a swipe. You don't have to be like fresh out of the shower clean, but relatively clean. See, as soon as you open up the door for vagaries,
it gets crazy.
It gets crazy. And this chick, call me crazy, I don't think she smells like tulips.
Well, she's already hit the wall because look at that 5 head she's got. That's actually a 6 head.
Hey, I can't even point a finger, man. I got a 5 head. I didn't used to have a 5 head.
But you're a dude.
You get older.
There's a big difference between if you have a 5 or 6 head and the chick has a 6 head. Not the same thing.
True story.
Because a lot of men lose their hair. That's just the way the nature of the beast.
Alopecia's a bitch, not quick like a stroke.
You get the magical elixir of testosterone, which makes you pretty much superhuman until you're at least 32.
And then you get fucked.
And the price is you got to lose hair. Okay.
Yeah, well, you don't even lose hair. What it does is it just migrates slowly down your back. Bunch of shit.
Oh, mine moved to my ears. Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, I got a little bit there too. I'm always, I'm driving and I'm like I get a little itch in my ear. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm pulling out handles of this shit.
Yeah, I carry like hemostats. I click onto them, rip them out.
Other people picking their nose while they're driving. I'm ripping hair out of my fucking ears with my bare hands.
Yeah, that's terrible.
We're some disgusting creatures, humans. We really
we are.
Our bodies start going to shit. We're just like, well, whatever. Sooner or later, you reach a point of just not giving any further fucks, and you just do what you got to do.
Yep.
But that does not include this, ladies. Just so we're clear. Okay. Reserve your scent for men who have actually.
Now they're not actually putting this in a vaping pen, are they? Because that would.
Well, now that you said it, somebody's gonna get the idea. You jinxed us all, you fucking grunt.
Oh my God!
What was that one dude Vito who bought or allegedly bought like a vial of Belle Delphine's bathwater? He put it into a vape pen and he's like, this must be what evil tastes like.
Yeah, I don't even know idea why people fuck with that shit. In any way, shape, or form.
I mean, people. The one chick who was selling her farts and making like $5,000 a week. You got these streamers online like Amaranth, Belle Delphine. They sell their bath water. You got chicks who sell their panties. And the thing is that they're not even really the ones that they wore. They buy 2 pair. Okay, they wear 1 pair. And they take the picture of it to prove that that's the pair that they wore, and then they send you the unworn pair.
Okay.
And I know this because, unfortunately, I knew someone who did this.
Did you ridicule him mercilessly?
Oh, no. I knew the girl who used to sell her underwear for this.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Okay.
I never offered to buy, especially since I got to visit the salad bar for free.
Oh.
Hey. I double bagged it.
Listen, there's a lot of stuff in my past I'm not proud of either. So
hey, we've all been there. Been there, done that.
That's why we're doing a show about it.
Yeah, and this isn't the first time that women have smeared disgusting shit on themselves And I don't even know why. Woman smears menstrual blood on her face to show it's beautiful. Then there she is.
Oh, a sex coach.
Who was once ashamed of periods, taken to covering her face in menstrual blood to end the stigma that surrounds it.
What
Now
exactly,
give me a kiss, big boy.
What exactly does a sex coach do?
Don't know. Demetra Nix, 26, says it makes her feel powerful and regularly posts pictures and videos of her blood-stained face and body to Instagram. Case in point.
All right, there was a...
That must have been like day one of her period if she's got like clumps of blood on there, man. She looks like she stumbled out of Dawn of the Dead.
Well, back in the day, I think it was in the 1500s, there was a minor princess in one of those Slavic kingdoms
Yeah.
that thought blood would keep her young.
Oh, yeah. They reenacted something very similar to that in, I think, the second Hostel movie.
Mm-hmm. And they literally... She went through like somewhere between 200 and 400 people before they finally caught her and walled her into a wall as punishment. That is straight up insanity right there.
It reminds me of anybody out there ever seen Three Extremes? It was an anthology of horror films released in the early 2000s by 3 Asian directors: Chan-wook Park, Fruit Chan, Takashi Miike. And the first one by Fruit Chan was a short film called Dumplings, where woman, married, obsessed with youth and trying to reinvigorate herself, decided that she was going to go to see Bai Ling, who sells these miracle dumplings that not only rejuvenate your skin and make you feel younger, but make you hornier too. So you're like, you're 20 again, whatever.
Yeah, I gotcha.
And it turns out that the secret ingredient in the dumplings was aborted fetuses. And even that didn't stop this woman from wanting to revitalize herself. So even after Bai Ling died, couldn't do the dumplings anymore, she found out she was pregnant, aborted her own fetus, carved it up, made more dumplings because looking younger was better than being a mom. Fucked up movie.
That is
But when
so
you look at
fucking
shit like
crazy.
this, it's not that far off from the truth now, is it?
No, well, the thing is like when women go off the rocker, they're more insidious about it for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
Men, they just become a blunt instrument.
Yeah. So if you guys out there haven't seen Three Extremes, watch it.
I will not.
If it's not like one of the best indictments of the pure narcissism and selfishness of the modern, abortion heavy whammon, there you go.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
Can't do it.
Sorry.
Now,
No.
will it shock you to know that this woman is a California native?
Oh, not in the least.
Not in the least. Shameless. The thing is that men don't shame for periods. That's one of the very few things that you can get all men on board with.
Oh yeah.
We feel bad for you.
Like I've had women like, oh, I'm fucked up. I'm like, all right, leave it alone.
That's fine. It's no big deal.
I got it.
I'm having a really bad month, so we're not going to do blowjob week.
Fine.
It's all good. You mind if I, take like 15 minutes in the guest bedroom?
Thank you.
Got it? Yep. Can I have the larger tablet so I can see the titties? All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
Oh, God.
I'm not saying this.
This is horrible. And
yes, it is.
this is the shit that the younger minds of today are actually reading, and I'm sure they're believing this too.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane. And then, if you are...
All right. First of all,
if you are crazy enough to cross the
before
aisle,
we go to the next one, gentlemen,
you're going to find even crazier stuff.
pick up your beer or shot glass. Take a shot or a drink right now.
You're going to need it. If you haven't been drinking with us this whole time, all 924 of you on YouTube, make sure you smash the likes now, because in about 30 seconds, you're not going to want to anymore.
It's going to be a bad one.
Transformers! Old thoughts in disguise. Married man spends $76,000 to look like the perfect woman. And the process
God.
winds up becoming nightmare fuel.
Oh my God.
150 lip and cheekbone fillers, 2 sessions of liposuction, and 4 breast implants.
Wow. God damn, that's terrible.
And ironically, this person's real name is Fulvio, and now they go by Fulvia, not to be confused with Volvia.
Like when you look at that if that doesn't scream mental illness to you, I don't know what does.
See, this is why we're all for treatment and understanding.
Correct.
Because affirming care is how you fill body bags.
Correct.
Just saying.
Now listen, I'm not going to tell you that 100% of these individuals won't benefit from the conversion. I'm sure there's a small percentage that truly do need this.
Yeah, but for the other 50+% who...
It's way more. The other 87% maybe, or 95%.
Well, I'm just talking about the ones that don't attempt self-deletion.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, for 90% of the people out there that are caught in this horrible mindset, this transitioning stuff is just not worth it. Oh, my God. That's all. Oh, my God.
Oh!
Why would you show me that?
Oh! Why did they put it in the article?
Oh!
God!
Oh!
Well, ladies and germs, there it is. The perfect woman. Oh, God! Oh! All right, I'm going to just switch to this instead.
Oh, okay.
I owed you that one.
I got to decompress from that.
Oh, and there's a butt lift too? Oh, God. No. I'm not looking at it anymore. No.
All right, we're good.
No butt lift. Oh, there's even a video on YouTube.
No, don't.
So if you want to subject yourself to more of this mental torture, apparently you can go search for Surgery Obsessive, spend $76,000 in Quest for Perfection, or you can go to redonkulous.com and look at all the sources because this is in there, and it's disgusting.
We can't move forward with this. I can't look at it anymore. I mean, that...
Oh.
Well, first of all, like, I feel sorry for this individual.
Oh, so do I. There's clearly a lot wrong
because
upstairs.
If they ever do get the treatment that they need and they look back at all the money and time they wasted and what they've done to their bodies,
you can't undo it.
You can't undo that.
I mean, you can attempt to, but there's no undoing damage once it's been done. Surgery leaves scars.
Now, did this person get the bottom surgery? Or it doesn't say?
I don't know. But apparently their goal is to look like American Transformer Orange Pay star Alana Starr.
We don't need any more information. That's fine.
There's Transformer Orange Pay stars? And people watch these things?
Yeah, they must. There's a market. Like, men have... if there is any physical proof out there that men really don't give a shit... It's when you go to the porn and you look at all the different categories.
Yep. If you want to know who the shallow sex truly is, one, you could look at the data that was collected on OkCupid when women thought no one was looking, or you can take a look at all the different categories on OrnPayHub and just see how many views the SS BBW, and no, that's not the name of a naval ship, getting banged on the kitchen counter by a dude a third of her size gets, and I rest my case.
The inverse midget porn.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Well, what is it, Rule 43 or whatever, or 42? If you can think of it, there's OrnPay.
It's going down. It's going down. Somebody will watch it.
God, I can't even look at this on the screen anymore. Bye-bye.
All right,
it's going away. I can't
right.
look at it.
Good.
It's one of the worst things I've ever seen.
That was terrible.
Makes me want to throw something.
Hey! Damn it.
Rule 34. I'm sorry. I never remember the rules correctly. Rule 34. If you can think of it, there's OrnPay of it. One day if we ever get our own private streaming server, we decide to do a stream that's just for like MGTOW.tv or WooTube, maybe we can do an OrnPay stream, because if you can think of it, there has to be something like that out there, right? We can actually test that theory.
How about a video called Redonk Rules?
Redonk Rules.
Yeah. Just rules of thumb for all the dudes.
And on Tuesday, we're actually going to be playing a game with you guys. So this coming Tuesday, instead of the typical deep dive into the news, it was something that I came across while I was on Facebook, actually. It's a game that was encouraged, for people to play in a meme. You just go to Google and you type in is blank. Anything that you can think of. Is it racist or sexist? Anything you want.
Yeah.
I decided to type in breathing. there were results.
Don't give it away.
No, but we're going to have fun with you guys on
God,
Tuesday.
it's going to be
Trust
a good
me.
one, man.
This is going to be hilarious.
I thought Thursdays we're trying to be a more
Yeah, I wanted to
Go
spend some
more
more
into-
white pills.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what's hilarious, though, is that you see all these, these leftoid things online. They'll show up in some of these searches, and they're like, oh, yeah, the right wing thought they were going to own the leftoids by putting out this story about, blah, blah, blah. And like, we don't have to make up things anymore.
Nope.
You guys are so far ahead of the satire. It's ridiculous.
You just walk into it.
I mean, we conjecture, like Babylon Bee makes a satirical article, and within 48 hours now it's reality.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anne Frank has white privilege.
Like, what the fuck is that shit?
What the absolute shit.
Yeah, like a majority of the Jews who were gassed were white.
Yeah. Somebody wants to know if this is Super Mario RPG in the background. You are off. Not even the same console. Keep guessing. But I think Pop needs to go and drain his squirrel bladder.
I do.
And we are actually finished with all of our YouTube content, so it is time to make the jump to new tech. I will put links to all the new tech sites in the chat on YouTube, and we'll be reading all of your super chats once you go over there. But before we do, I want to make sure that I give a big shout out and a thank you to Ryan Langston for a $100 donation on
Thank you,
YouTube.
man. Thank you.
He says, my 9-month-old son and I are listening. Teach them while they're young. My family is full of farmers and military, myself included. And us as men must win. The battle of the bulge against women and government. Pun intended.
I got it.
All right. We'll see you back in 5 minutes, ladies and germs. Look for those links.
All right.
Do it now. Go pee. Go pee. It's a bad one, man. He's gonna 8 fluid ounces later. He'll be back. They always come back.